From Jazwares and their Pokemon line that I really do like to pick up, I have the Battle Feature Tyranitar, as well as the Battle Figure Pack including the Holiday Pikachu, at least little Christmas hat Pikachu, and Swinub. The big connection here, Sinnoh Pokemon, Swinub and Tyranitar, and Pikachu's not Sinnoh, but... Oh no, not Sinnoh, Johto! Oh no, I've lost all my Pokemon fan privileges. I hope I'm not butchered in the comments for making one slight slip of the tongue. But hey, let's actually look at these guys. Of course, Tyranitar here looks incredibly similar to the fully articulated Battle Trainer Team figure, so I'm curious how he's going to look on a budget, and Swinub looks adorable. We're going to open with the small guys first, go on to the big guy. Looking at my little guys first, and I'm really surprised here. So, Pikachu, right? Adorable. I like the little Pokeball on the hat. He has a great little pose. His little flight stand, he won't be able to stand up without it, but still, for a character, for rather a species Pokemon that we get all the time, I'm happy just to have a unique Pikachu. I kind of hope that they do more holiday-themed 2-packs in the future, because all these were pretty nice. Granted, you had to get Pikachu every time, but at least it was a Pikachu you would not have in your collection otherwise. Then Swinub. First of all, Swinub looks perfect. The paint is great, sculpting is great, everything about this guy works. But you pick him up, he's made of a very soft plastic, almost more like a rubbery PVC. And there is a give here. He feels more like a bouncy ball, and I love that. And I wonder, is that like a cost thing? Or did they just think this would look better, feel better? It works no matter what it is. So Swinub is already blowing me away. Usually these 2-packs, they're cheap, they're made to be affordable, there's not a lot to say about them, but Swinub, good on you, little guy. Tyranitar is really weird for a battle feature figure. Here's what I'm gonna say, right? Sometimes the gimmicks are really, like, really all-encompassing, but they're actually really fun, like Alakazam's. Sometimes they're just barely there, but you do get a decent little gimmick out of it, like Blaziken. Sometimes they ruin the figure, and they also aren't all that cool, like Greninja. Tyranitar, however, it's almost like the gimmick's not even there. So the gimmick is you take his arms. Yeah, the mouth comes down. But technically that does mean you have articulated arms. Alongside that you have hips. The tail looks great. Like oh wait a minute. Okay, I lied. The gimmick is I push this plunger. You know what? That's a bit better. That's a lot better, actually. Hey, we're learning. We're living and we're learning. Mostly learning. But yeah, I like this. You know what? I take it back. The gimmick actually works pretty well. And I also love the jaw opening feature. I am a sucker for jaw opening gimmicks. This works really well for me. In any case, there are some paint blemishes throughout the chest, torso, arms. There's black and gray everywhere where there shouldn't be. But I like to think that, hey, he just like destroyed a city or something, so he's covered in like the ash and the soot. With all that said, this is a good little Tyranitar. If you're on a budget, don't want the big 6-inch articulated one, this one has the same proportions more or less, the same head sculpt. They probably used a similar CAD model, and it works really well. Swinub is the big winner out of these three for me. He is just a perfect little representation of a Pokemon I've always had a soft spot for. Tyranitar, as nice as they could be, they are living in the shadow of a more articulated, larger Tyranitar that Jazwares put out, and the gimmick, even though now I know how it works and I like it more than I did before, it's still just not that great. Pikachu's fine, but also I have like 40 Pikachus. So with all that said, I would give a light recommend to Tyranitar, and if you're into the holiday packs, I'd give a big one to Swinub's pack, because at least you get a unique Pikachu, and you get a really, really nice figure of a very cute Pokemon. But with all that said, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of wish I could go back to when all these Jazwares Pokemon reviews were just me constantly glowing about how great they were in spite of their gimmicks or their cheapness. Maybe I'll have to dig through the pile of those still waiting to go and try to find something a little bit cooler for next time.